footage from the tour that Mike put on in 2018 where he's literally giving speeches about Chester and missing him and how much it means. And, he's doing the thing that's expected of him. And then 7 years on, they're doing the one interview it matters to say something about that. And they don't say anything about it. They almost like coach Emily and Colin into responses. And this is that Zane Lowe interview they did after the LPU showcase.
Yeah.
And it was just so weird to watch that and be like, so you're not going to talk about Chester at all. It's not that you have to make the whole thing about him. It's just, you got to acknowledge he was here. Especially if you're going to go around and sing all of their songs. Like, that
You
doesn't
know
make
what?
any sense.
You're just bringing up a great point that I didn't think about. Like, at least if you are replacing him, what about a giant screen with him behind them? What about a
Yeah.
talk about mental health or clips of him talking about it prior to the show? Like, some kind of
Mhm.
respectful manner of, hey, this was his project that he started. We're going to pay
Yeah, I thought
homage
they
to
were gonna do
him.
that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was waiting because I was joking around, Lincoln Park has a history of, being involved in film, and so I thought, "Okay, well, if they had a history with Transformers, they did something like The Mall, then, where they score the movie as a group, then, like, maybe what they're gonna do is their initial drop on social media was, 'Be part of something.'" That was their tagline. So, right, did you
Mm.
see that? It was like August
Yeah,
30th, they
but
dropped that.
but now that we know what that meant, it sounds strange, right? It's
It
like, no,
sounds
I
really
don't want to
strange,
be part of
because
being
I
mean
thought,
and
well, I just thought that it was gonna be like, be part of something, like, let's get back to the mental health conversation. A lot of people need help right now. They need that support. Let's
yeah.
bring that back with art, like, maybe I thought that this would have just been, like, the perfect rollout. They drop it because here's the thing, if you don't do it this way or some way like this, then it just kind of feels like you were just teasing everybody about their emotions with the situation, trying to get the most you could get out of the emotional energy left in the situation.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people were startled and frustrated by the, 100-hour timer that went all the way down and all the way back up. They were
Yeah.
even more frustrated with the LPU showcase, and, like, I thought this was literally my theory. I was like, "Okay, so, they have a history of teaming up with people to talk about mental health. Maybe they'll do a documentary about Chester, some kind of featurette about him and the band, because
Yeah, that'd be a great
they have the
idea.
say all. They get to say, "We are making this Linkin Park documentary." They could have done that. They were releasing greatest hits, they were doing the box sets, they were kind of, cultivating this nostalgic energy. Not kind of, they were absolutely cultivating this nostalgic energy, and so I thought that's what they were gonna do because they said they were looking back in their archive. They said they were looking back at their past